What is up, Covenant fam? I have been thinking a lot, and I noticed that a lot of drivers like to ask the question, is this company worth it? What does this company have to offer me? And to be honest, I wonder if companies ask the same thing about drivers when they apply to work for them. So you kind of have to see it from their side too. Like, are we worth it? Are we worth the investment that they put into us? You know, the money, the time, the resources. You have to think about that kind of stuff. Because I'm going to be like really real with you guys, because that's what I do, right? That's the whole point of my channel, is to tell you guys the truth and probably tell you things that most people wouldn't tell you. So a lot of drivers come in to this industry once they get their CDL. They think they're entitled to a lot. And it's that kind of like big-headedness that puts them in positions to where they face ultimatums that they probably don't even think about happening to them, right? Just because you have a CDL doesn't make you special. And I'm not saying that it wasn't hard work or that you don't deserve it. What I'm saying is you still have to be a good person, even though you hold a professional license. So you have to ask yourself, am I worth, working for a certain type of company? It's a team effort thing. And again, it's not just you and a co-driver. It's you, the co-driver, the fleet manager, the company. Like, all those things have to mesh and go hand in hand. Otherwise, one is no good without the other. I mean, if you really think about it. So, I mean, you could be a driver all by yourself and not have a company to work for. Like, it's, I don't want to say it's a no-brainer, but like, we got to kind of humble ourselves a little bit, like when it comes to like saying what we feel we deserve. Like, have you proven yourself to deserve those things? So it's crazy. So when you apply for a company, they're looking at everything. So it's your driving record, it's, how long you've had your license. And starter companies, obviously you haven't had your license that long because it's a starter company. But they're taking a chance on you, as well as you taking a chance on the company. So coming in with these high expectations of what you feel you should be getting is already a bad start. So for me with Covenant, I didn't know what to expect. I just came in, I did what was asked of me, and I ended up going further than I I could have ever imagined going into a company. So, it's, how do I say? I mean, they put in money to train us. And like, yeah, you went to school, but you still got to go to the company and get trained by a trainer. And then you get tested to see how well that trainer did on teaching you. And all that is like time and money. It's between $13,000 and $15,000 per driver that they put in, after you've already come to the company. So they're still investing money into you, even after you get there. And so I had that thought, and I wasn't sure if anybody else had ever thought that. Am I worth, the investment? And to be honest, some of us are and some of us aren't. It just depends on the type of people that we are that determines whether a company is going to keep putting time and effort and money into you versus those that don't give anything back to the company. After a while, they're just being like, you're costing me more than you're worth. And that's what I mean. We kind of have to see both sides of the spectrum. It's not just about you and what you need. In order for a partnership to work, you have to know what each other needs and then meet those needs. So, like I said, for Covenant, for me, it was super simple. It was easy. And I don't want you guys feeling like I'm bashing you or saying that you're not worth it. I'm just asking the question that most people don't ask. So it's just food for thought, I guess. And you guys can let me know down in the comments how you feel about it. I'm fine either way. But you have to think about everything that the company puts into you being a new driver. And I again, don't want you thinking that I'm saying that you're not worth it, because that's not what I'm saying. You just can't go into something expecting certain things and then you still haven't proven yourself. For a company to invest in you, because think about what their insurance cost is like for new drivers. Think about the fears that they go through with their equipment. A lot of drivers come in and they complain about not getting a brand new truck and this and that. And it's like, would you trust someone with little to no experience with something that costs thousands of dollars just because it looks pretty? Like, you have to understand and be humble enough to know, like, you coming in this in the beginning, you're gonna kind of get hand-me-down trucks, because the drivers that have already been there, that have seniority, that have put in the time and have the experience, they are gonna get, top pick. And that's just how it is. I mean, am I wrong? Am I, like, should everybody get brand new stuff, like, straight out the gate, not knowing anything? And then, inexperience causes incident, accident, rollover, citations, like, all this stuff. And it's like, was it worth giving you something brand new and you had no clue on how to manage it? And then who's out the cost? the company. So I just, all this stuff goes through my mind, and I'm not sure if other people are thinking about this kind of stuff. So that's why I do this, because you have to think outside the box. You have to not think about only yourself. I'm not saying not to take care of yourself or get what's, what you worked for, what you've earned and all this other stuff, but that's just it. Like, did you earn it, or are you expecting it as soon as you come out with your license? So it's not like a gimme world. I mean, maybe now it is, because, dog eat dog world, but I think that's what's missing in the things that we do. That's literally what's missing, is that there's no consideration anymore. There's no compassion anymore. There's no sympathy anymore. It's just all about me, and I don't care about you. And it causes conflict, because there's no way to work like that, because somebody's always going to lose. So there has to be a way for both of us to break even or to win. We need to tie at some point. Maybe I'm just having 3 a.m. thoughts. So, you guys let me know what you think, and we'll talk about it. But I wonder if drivers ever stop and think that the company is also taking a risk as well, as the driver is taking a risk. And both parties have to be worth it. So, just a thought, guys. I'm going to get going and head home. So, until next time, bye.